So besides being able to set currency per booking page on YouCanBookMe, you also had more payment options.
I am joined today by Roel van Gorkum, who is the founder of Still Tinnitus in the Netherlands. So Roel, thank you so much for joining us. And can you tell me a little bit briefly what is tinnitus and then why has it become your life's work?
So tinnitus, actually 1 in 6 people have tinnitus. So it's also called ringing in the ears. It's basically when you have a persistent sound that is not coming from the outside, but is inside your head. Yeah, so there are many causes. The main cause is hearing loss.
Okay.
So the chance that you get tinnitus increases with the amount of hearing loss. So also increases with age because you can have more hearing loss as you age. And then there's also 2 other factors that are usually in play, which are stress and also anxiety. Like if you have fear of getting tinnitus because you know some horrible story of the internet or from someone you know, then those 3 factors are usually what lead to getting problematic tinnitus.
Why do you do what you do? How did you get involved in this?
I have tinnitus myself. So 6 years ago, I got tinnitus and there wasn't really any proper help available. The help that was there was like group coaching sessions with a lot of traveling and it took months before you could even start. So very long waiting times. So I actually basically figured everything out myself. Maybe that's a good topic. And I was a little bit hesitant because I'm not a doctor. I'm not a psychologist. No, I was a consultant and I studied biomedical engineering. So I was a little bit in the medical field, but more of the mechanical engineering side. So I thought, who is going to take me seriously? But I still felt like, okay, this is something unique. A lot of people get this problem and not everybody knows how to solve it. They probably run into the same issues as I did. So I'm going to give it a shot.
So you were already looking for something else to do and you were looking for this different kind of business model.
Yeah.
And then you'd already had tinnitus and already solved it for yourself at that stage?
Yeah, I already did years ago. Tinnitus usually does not go away if you've had it for a while, but it can get much better. So back then I heard it all the time. I was really stressed out about it. Like it was really taking over my life and I was not in a happy place. And now I even have days when it's completely silent, which is not like achievable for everyone. So I still have it, but it doesn't bother me at all.
So tell me what it is. What not what you do, but what is the program?
There are basically 2 kinds of people who get tinnitus. One group gets tinnitus and thinks, oh, my neighbor has that as well. It doesn't bother me. I'll just go on with my life. And then it usually calms down automatically. But there's also a group that is really, really bothered by it, just like I was. They go online and they search for tinnitus cure. And then they get all these messages saying, there's no cure. And then they go to their doctor and they say, yeah, that's right. There's no cure. Just learn to live with it. I did some checks. Yeah, you do have some hearing loss or your hearing is fine. Good luck. And then they just get more and more desperate. And the more and more desperate they get and the more they start to focus on the sound, the louder it becomes. That's the difficult thing. And you want to get people out of that vicious circle. And that's what my course does. So I take them from tinnitus taking over their life, not being able to sleep, often having to stop work even. So they become homebound. They stop their hobbies. They don't work out anymore. They don't listen to music anymore. That's what happened to me and to the people I help in general. And I take them from there to the place where I am now, that they say, okay, you know, whether I wake up with loud tinnitus or quiet tinnitus, it doesn't bother me. I don't care. They do the course. They log into the course. It's basically a website with a series of videos. They get a workbook. I also built an app. And I basically instruct them to go through all the lessons in 5 steps. And then there is the option to book a call with me if they like 1 or 2 coaching calls. And that's a one-on-one call.
You mentioned tools. So other than YouCanBookMe, what other tools are you using? How are you making that more efficient for you?
So I always compare before I start to work with an IT tool. I always compare the different options. I actually create accounts, test it for a couple of days, try the other one, and then compare and pick the best one. Then I'm using Zapier to couple a lot of things. For example, I'm using Zapier to get all my YouCanBookMe contacts into Google Sheet. I used to do that by hand, copy every intake call into a note, which was very cumbersome. And then they, after watching the masterclass, they book an intake call with me. That intake call is basically their application. So they have to apply, they have to fill out an intake form with very specific questions. And on basis of those questions, I can already see, is this a good candidate for the course or not?
What made you think I have to have some online scheduling? And then also, what did you try and what made you choose YouCanBookMe?
Yeah, so first of all, I get so many people with tinnitus that want to join my course that I have to automate everything I can. These people really want to talk to me up front before they make a decision to join the course or not. Then I realized, okay, I need some kind of easy booking tool. So I went online and then I compared several options. So YouCanBookMe, but I started with Calendly, Catch App, Acuity, and Setmore. I have a comparison table in front of me, which I made back then.
Wow.
And because I have people from the Netherlands who use Euro and
Yes.
Dutch as language, but also people internationally who use dollar and English, I needed the flexibility to set the currency and the language per booking page.
Mm-hmm.
And with all the other tools, I could only set that per account. And then you had more payment options. So besides being able to set currency per booking page on YouCanBookMe, you also had more payment options. So you had, I don't know, it might have changed in the meantime, but you were the only ones who used Apple and Google Pay.
Mm-hmm.
Beside credit card, the other ones just had credit card. And I know if you're US focused, many people use credit card. I thought it's a little bit old fashioned, and here in the Netherlands, we don't use credit card as much.
So you've been doing this full time for 2 years. If you could go back to the beginning and start again, or if you met someone who is starting a business, what advice would you give that person?
Start creating social media content from day one, even if you suck, because you will get better.
So that it's been that big of a difference for you.
Yeah, it's been only half a year and I already have 1,500 followers on TikTok.
Wow.
I already
Wow,
have
on
one
TikTok.
video there that has
Are you
more than
dancing?
150,000 views. So I never imagined that TikTok would be of any use. In that sense, I do feel old because I wasn't using TikTok and everybody's on there apparently. So yeah, that would be my advice. Start making proper content and don't worry about it. Don't worry about looking stupid. Don't worry about what your friends will say or whoever online says. You do need some conviction because it will feel like you're not getting anywhere with like 100, 200 views per video, but you have to keep going.
I've got a lightning round here of would you rather. Would you rather throw out your phone or throw out your laptop?
Throw out my phone.
Why is that?
It's a huge distraction and a very big addiction. I have installed an app now that I cannot use my phone for 4-hour intervals, and it's very difficult to unblock it. So that's how
Wow.
far it's become.
Would you rather get a new customer or double sales to an existing customer?
I would rather double sales to an existing customer, but I have a very unique business because after they follow or complete my course, at some point, tinnitus doesn't bother them anymore, and then they don't want to think about it. So there is no get a customer in the door and then build on that for me.
Okay, so would you rather speak at a huge conference or make a new sale?
Make a new sale.
Do you speak at conferences?
No.
Is that not part of your marketing kind of thing?
No, takes too much time. I would rather focus on making some new videos that people can find online.